Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar channel, your trusted source for all updates related to the Iraqi currency. Stay informed with the latest news, expert analysis, and insights into Iraq's economy and currency developments. Now, let's dive into the updates. A frequently asked question is whether there are still aspects of the revaluation RV and monetary reform that the Iraqis have yet to encounter. The answer is yes. Currently, they are being introduced to the concept of a floating exchange rate, which is new information that has only surfaced in the last 2 days. Another common question is whether the exchange rate will float. My personal view is that it won't. However, if a float does happen, I've been informed it would be tightly controlled and gradual, allowing the market to adjust slowly. As for when we will receive official notifications, the information has been somewhat inconsistent. However, the most reliable sources suggest that notifications could begin as soon as Tuesday, the 20th. If that occurs, appointments for exchanges might start being scheduled on Wednesday, with some possibly happening as early as Tuesday afternoon. Let's remain optimistic about this timeline now. Let's shift our focus to a significant issue unfolding in Baghdad that has far-reaching implications for the region and its people. Have you ever wondered how much of your hard-earned money ends up in the right hands? Imagine a scenario where people are being paid for jobs they don't even do. We are about to delve into a shocking situation where the Iraqi government is investigating salary payments in the region, uncovering corruption that has allowed some individuals to benefit unfairly at the expense of others. Why is this important? Because a fair system enables everyone to thrive. It's time for those at the top to be held accountable for their actions. Recently, the Iraqi government announced an investigation into salary distributions in the region, forming a monitoring committee to audit what they refer to as the spacemen. You might wonder who these spacemen are. This term refers to individuals who appear on payroll records but don't actually show up for work or fulfill their roles. Imagine someone receiving a paycheck while sitting at home, or worse, someone who doesn't even exist getting paid. This has been a long-standing issue in the region, allowing corruption to flourish unchecked, with people skimming money off the top for far too long. But that's about to change. With new systems in place, Baghdad is determined to crack down on these corrupt practices. So, what does this mean for the ordinary worker? First and foremost, it means that genuine workers will have their efforts recognized and rewarded. When salaries align with actual work performed, it promotes fairness and builds trust in the system. For those who have been exploiting the system, this is a wake-up call. Imagine waking up one day to find out that your fraudulent ways are being exposed. How would you feel if the comfortable life you built on deceit began to crumble? These investigations are likely to uncover discrepancies that will hold corrupt individuals accountable. Consider what happens when corruption is eradicated from the equation. With a more transparent system in place, resources can be allocated where they are truly needed, leading to potential investments in public services, education, and infrastructure. Everyone stands to benefit from this change. History has shown us that corruption investigations can spark larger movements for justice. In various countries, when governments took action against corrupt practices, it led to reforms that benefited millions of people. By exposing fraudulent activities, trust is rebuilt within the community. Imagine living in an environment where you know your contributions matter and are fairly rewarded. Now, let's discuss how this investigation will unfold. The monitoring committee will gather information from multiple sources, checking databases, conducting interviews, and liaising with departments responsible for payroll. Picture this scenario. A new employee steps into a government office, excited to start making an impact, only to discover that someone else has been pocketing their salary for months. Frustrating, isn't it? The committee's goal is to prevent such injustices by verifying individual claims against actual attendance and work performed. With technology at their disposal, tracing these discrepancies becomes more manageable. Of course, we can expect resistance from those who have grown accustomed to the old ways. Some corrupt individuals might try to hide or even create fake employees to cover their tracks. But as they say, The truth has a way of surfacing, and when it does, inconsistencies become obvious. There will likely be stories shared by honest employees who have worked tirelessly to contribute to the growth of Baghdad but have never seen proper payment. Families who depend on these salaries for their livelihood will be rooting for these changes. This isn't just a fight against fraud. It's a call for justice and fairness to empower hardworking citizens. These efforts must be supported. As viewers and citizens, you have a voice in this matter. Support transparency and the fight against corruption by staying informed. Now, let's think about what happens next. The outcome of this investigation could set a precedent for other regions. If Baghdad can effectively tackle these issues, it could inspire other areas to follow suit, leading to broader reforms and an overhaul of how salaries and positions are managed. The time for change is now. It's vital for us to focus on building a society that recognizes hard work and integrity. As we move forward, let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on the investigation in Baghdad? Do you believe it will lead to meaningful change? Share your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you found it thought-provoking. Subscribe for more updates on this story and other important issues that matter to you. Together, let's encourage a community of fairness, trust, and accountability. We can shine a light on corruption and pave the way for a better tomorrow.